In the bustling city of Metropolis, Lena, a 32-year-old nurse, found herself ensnared in the relentless demands of her profession. The hospital corridors, once filled with purpose and hope, now felt like endless tunnels echoing with the beeping of monitors and the hushed whispers of concerned families. Each day blurred into the next, a monotonous cycle of tending to patients, managing emergencies, and grappling with the emotional toll of witnessing suffering. Lena's dedication had always been unwavering. She had entered the nursing field with a heart full of compassion, eager to make a difference. But over the years, the weight of her responsibilities began to erode her spirit. The long shifts, the emotional exhaustion, and the mounting paperwork left her feeling like a mere cog in the vast machinery of healthcare. Her personal life had dwindled to near non-existence, friendships faded, hobbies were abandoned, and the walls of her small apartment became both a refuge and a prison. One evening, after a particularly grueling 12-hour shift, Lena felt an overwhelming sense of emptiness. The fluorescent lights of the hospital seemed harsher, the air heavier. She couldn't remember the last time she had laughed or felt genuine joy. The realization struck her deeply: she was burnt out. The passion that once fueled her had been replaced by a numbness that terrified her, as she stepped out into the cool night air. The city buzzed around her, cars honking, people chatting, life moving on. But Lena felt disconnected, as if she were merely an observer, detached from the vibrancy around her. The thought of returning to the same routine the next day was suffocating. Desperate for a reprieve, she decided to take a different route home, hoping a change of scenery might offer some solace. Wandering through the unfamiliar streets, Lena's feet led her to Willow Park, a serene oasis amidst the urban chaos. The park was nearly deserted, save for the occasional jogger or dog walker. Drawn to the tranquility, she ventured deeper, eventually finding herself by a small, placid pond reflecting the moon's gentle glow. Seated on a bench nearby was an elderly man, sketching intently. His presence was calming, exuding a serenity that contrasted sharply with Lena's inner turmoil. Noticing her hesitation, the man looked up and offered a warm smile. "Beautiful night, isn't it?" he remarked, his voice gentle yet resonant. Lena nodded, drawn into conversation. The man introduced himself as Eli, a retired artist who had spent years capturing the essence of the city through his sketches. They spoke at length about art, life, and the importance of finding beauty in everyday moments. Eli's words resonated deeply with Lena, stirring emotions she had long suppressed. As their conversation unfolded, Lena found herself opening up about her struggles, the exhaustion, the disillusionment, the feeling of being lost. Eli listened intently, his eyes reflecting understanding and empathy. "Sometimes," Eli said softly, "we become so consumed by our roles that we forget who we are beyond them. It's essential to reconnect with ourselves, to find the art in our own lives." His words lingered in Lena's mind as they parted ways that night. For the first time in months, she felt a glimmer of hope, a spark that hinted at the possibility of rediscovering herself. Eager to continue their conversation, Lena returned to Willow Park the following evening, but Eli was nowhere to be found. Days turned into weeks, and each visit ended in disappointment. Determined to find him, she inquired with park regulars, describing the elderly artist who had profoundly impacted her. An old woman, feeding pigeons by the pond, listened to Lena's description and nodded slowly. "Eli was a fixture here," she said, "always sketching, always ready with a kind word. But, my dear, Eli passed away over a year ago." Lena's heart skipped a beat. "That can't be," she whispered. "I just spoke with him recently," the woman patted Lena's hand gently. Perhaps his spirit lingers, offering guidance to those in need. Confused yet oddly comforted, Lena wandered to the bench where she and Eli had conversed. There, resting on the weathered wood, was a sketchbook. With trembling hands, she opened it to find detailed portraits of herself, some capturing her contemplative expressions, others depicting her in moments of quiet despair. Tucked between the pages was a note in elegant handwriting: "You are seen, even in your weariness. Embrace your path." Tears streamed down Lena's face as realization dawned. Whether Eli had been a figment of her imagination, a celestial messenger, or a lingering spirit, his message was clear. She had been given a gift, a reminder that her work, though challenging, was meaningful, and that she was not alone in her journey. With renewed determination, Lena returned to the hospital. Her perspective shifted. She began to find moments of beauty amidst the chaos, connecting with patients on a deeper level, and rediscovering the passion that had initially drawn her to nursing. Eli's sketches found a place on her apartment wall, serving as daily reminders that even in the depths of exhaustion, there is art, purpose, and a path worth embracing.